Alright you guys, let's yap about how we can increase the production of our Dreamium sievers, because having lots of Dreamium is like a dream. As y'all know, we need Dreamium to craft equipment. It literally states that over here. Daddy Furious, more like Captain Obvious. Anyways, and we don't need gray or green or even purple equipment. We are only aiming for legendary, the golden equipment, which gives us the highest amount of stats for our Palmons, making us stronger to fight against other opponents, right? So we are always aiming for crafting legendary or this golden equipment, either if it's a staff, shield, pendant, or the mask, right? That is what we are aiming for, to have 4 of them on every single Palmon, on every single squad. We have 4 squads in total, and each squad can hold up to 7 Palmons, so you get the point. We're gonna need lots and lots of these golden legendary equipments. And each legendary equipment gonna cost us 5,000 Dreamium V, right? Not Dreamium 1 or 2 or 3, Dreamium V, Dreamium level 5. So yeah, we're gonna have to do lots of fusing, right? But it's not like a big issue because we can get Dreamium from lots of other ways. We can get it from the shop, from Alliance shop, you know, from VIP shop, from Trial shop. We can get Dreamium from shop, right? Using the multiple currencies. We can get Dreamium from Sandstorm Scuffle event. We can get Dreamium by donating food or feathers to Offie the Lane, right? And we can receive Dreamium as a gift. And we can get Dreamium from a bunch of other events. So that is not the issue. The thing is, it's always good to have passive production, because passive production is guaranteed to you, right? It is a guaranteed source of income, and you want to have the production at highest efficiency possible, okay? And that's what we're going to do today. Putting the fact that you have to upgrade the levels of your Dreamium sievers, the buildings aside, like that's the first step everyone should do. The other thing we can do to increase production is by having Auxilium. This Palmon is literally made for this. He was made to produce us Dreamium and to increase the speed of Dreamium production. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade his second skill on the bottom left to as high as possible, and then upgrade his star level as well, because upgrading his star level gives us a bonus to production, to Dreamium production, and we can see that right here. At 4 star, we are getting a nice bonus of 20% Dreamium output speed. Hell yeah, and at 5 star we get it at 30%. So upgrading star is very, very important, and we have 4 Dreamium buildings in total, so we're gonna need 4 Auxilium Palmons, and all of them gonna be at high star and high skill level, the skill on the bottom left. So that being said, make sure you guys assign these Palmons to these 4 buildings inside your camp management, and once you do that, then it comes down to having the right traits on Auxilium. And that trait is very, very simple, right? We only have 3 tiers of that trait. The trait is called Dreamium Hunter, right? Literally everything is simple to get it, right? Everything has to do with Dreamium. So we're gonna get the 3 tiers of Dreamium Hunter, B tier, A tier, and S tier, and we can get that by going to the nursery and by breeding these Palmons. If you don't have all the tiers of Dreamium Hunter, that is fine. You can just keep hatching eggs until you get this trait on another Palmon, and then what you can do is go to the nursery again, like breed them, and then get that trait on Auxilium, and then keep breeding them until you get all 3 on one Auxilium. That is our end goal. So here on the trait filter, we're going to select all the 3 tiers of Dreamium Hunter, and once we have done that, then we select Auxilium on the left, because that's the Palmon we want to get, and we select the Palmon with the right trait on the right, because we want to get that trait from that Palmon on the left, which is Auxilium, right? It doesn't matter which Palmon it is, as long as it has the right trait, it works for us. So we're going to choose this green guy on the right. I forgot his name, but he looks kind of cute. His eyes look kind of like traumatized or like hypnotized, whatever. Then we're going to click on breed, and it should give us the B tier of Dreamium Hunter, because we were missing that. And we got that, but we were missing the S tier Dreamium Hunter, which sucks. So we have to go, who's texting me, bro? So we have to go and do that all over again, so we can get all the 3 different tiers. Let's do that again. Second time's the charm. Second time the charm. Second time's the charm. So as you guys saw, it only took us 2 attempts to get to where we wanted to be. And now we have to do this about 4 times or 3 more times to have that same trait pattern for all our 4 Auxiliums. And once that is done, then we have the perfect auxilium. I mean, that's not perfect because if it was perfect, then we could have workaholic, which is job efficiency by 25%, or even a trait called industrious, which gives us a job efficiency by 8%. And that is going to be our fourth trait on auxilium. But sadly, I don't have that trait yet, so I cannot use it. If you guys do, then make sure you guys include that one in your breeding mix, and then eventually you'll get R4, and that's going to be your perfect set auxilium. And so guys, it was as simple as that. All you gotta do to have increased or maximized germanium production is to have higher level bendings of germanium siever, is to have auxilium at high skill and also at a high star level, and is to have the right traits. Germanium hunter, S tier, A tier, and B tier, and then as auxiliary, as an accessory trait, you want to have industrious or better workaholic. That's pretty much about it. Definitely let me know if you guys enjoyed the video and if you picked up on something new. And even if you have a tip by yourself that I missed, then you can let me in the comments below and I will pin your comment. So guys, this is Daddy Furious. Until next time, take care and Daddy, peace out.